So welcome back to my channel and happy Christmas if you are watching this on Christmas Day when I'm posting it. I thought I'd do a quick video to celebrate the festive period with to look at one of the tanks that Wargaming gave us as a gift. Well, they didn't really give us as a gift, but for those low drivers out there, or LERV drivers out there, the tier 8 German heavy tank, it's been a little bit underpowered for some considerable length of time, and really struggles to compete against some of the newer tier 8s, and certainly in the sort of games that it gets itself into, bearing in mind it doesn't have preferential and can get tier 10s. So Wargaming in the last patch buffed it considerably, gave it a much better engine power from 800 to 1000 horsepower, so that allows it to keep up. It's still not lightning fast, but at least it can be keeping up with other heavies rather than falling behind all the time. It also has an increase in its frontal armor by 20mm, which is pretty good. I mean, 20 doesn't sound much, but it was already okay. And the combination of the increase in speed and increasing frontal armor makes this thing a whole load better tank. When I first bought this, I didn't know what all the fuss was about, because at the time I was quite a late purchaser of this vehicle, and everyone went on about how bad it was and how it was only noobs that drove it and blah de blah de blah. And I bought it, and I think my first or second game I aced it, and I thought, what's all the fuss about? This is fantastic. I then set into a sequence of games where I lost, and I think I'm running something like a 38% win rate in it. So since the buff, I've played it a few times and it's fantastic. And this was the very first game I had in it since 9.17 patch, and it's buffing. And I have to say thank you for the present, Wargaming, because you made this thing competitive again. So here we are on Westfield. I'm platooned up with 6 Gun, who is in the Panther 88, which is another tank that got buffed in the recent patch, and also Dynamics, who's in the Sky Cancer, the M4043. We're on Westfield. You can see it's a tier 9 game. Not bad matchmaking, fairly even. I'm going to try and use this increased mobility to get up this hill, and try and use the increased armor and see what it can do. The LERV has very good gun depression anyway, so I can see there's a lot of enemy tanks heading up that way. And you can see that already I'm going up this hill at 13-14 kPa, something you would never have done in the old vehicle. So that's already a bonus for me. Anytime you get a little bit more speed, it's got to be good. So I'm waiting for that IS-3 to fire, and I poke over, see if I can get a side shot into him, which he duly obliges. Very nice. First good solid hit. There are 3 enemy artillery, so I've got to be very careful about where I go and how I play this. But they seem to be happy to ignore me, which is rather nice, so I'm happy to keep hitting this IS-3, because he appears to be statistically, if I can say that, one of their better players. So I'm going to prioritise him. He's pulled right back and he's trying to get shots on me, but good luck firing at me from down there. And that's the first shot into the T-34. He's trying to come over, he hasn't got the gun depression. Can I track him? No, I can't track him. Didn't reload in time, he hit me hard. But look how far he had to come over. Now, why didn't someone else take him out? It looks like he might have been blocked by his teammate. And I'll oblige by putting a shell under his lower plate, taking him out. I got tracked by artillery, only splash damage, thankfully. There's a KV-4. I'm going to try and track him in place. There we go. Critical hit, which is what I wanted. But he repairs. T-34 is... where's he looking? Got a very nasty gun, but I can hit him in the side of the turret all day long. Thank you very much. 1600 damage so far. He's still not paying me any attention. Now he is. But I managed to track him in place. Was actually going for a damage shot there, but I don't care. And Artie just slammed him for 400. So he's in his history as well. So there's an AMX 5120 over there, and also a Jag Tiger. Bang, straight into the side of the turret. KV-4's down. Oh, and look at this. This is what you love to have. Well, except when you're in a Jag Tiger. I'm sitting behind a Jag Tiger. Look at the mobility there. I came off the hill quite easily, swung around behind him, and I'm going to get a shot off before he ever really turns around to me. Don't even need to. Somebody else took him down. So we've done, what have we done? 2,200 damage, blocked 1,000 or more, and you can see this thing can shuffle now. Took a shot, bounced a shot from the artillery. Probably only was a clipping shot, so you can see though we've lost the southern flank, or the 90 line, and there's already a T30, a T71 down there. It's 9-5 in our favour. Coming back to try and help Dynamics out. There's an AMX 1390 in the cap, and you see that now the speed I'm doing 30, even 30 high 30s, coming through the all the village there, and that is great now. This is what this tank can do. It's mobile. Dynamics has bit the dust because all our guys went south, lost, and the game's a bit more even. Can we get a shot on that AMX? Look at that. Russian accuracy. German accuracy in this case. Beautiful shot into him. T-71's down below. I'm going to try and bully him, but no, he pulls back. There still is one enemy artillery, so I have to be careful of him. There's a Skoda down the back there. Oh, don't know what happened to the accuracy there, and he's going to put 3 shots into me, and there's very little I can do about it. That's him empty though, because he only has a 3-shot magazine. But he's going to reload again. Pull him back down. I really need to get into a better position. I got a little bit carried away, if I'm honest here. I'd had a good game, and I tried to shoot it out with the Skoda, which probably wasn't the best thing to do. Missed again on him. Pushing forward. Excuse the printer making all the noise. Don't know what's wrong with these printers. It seems to have a life of its own. Moving forward, can we take out this we take out the Skoda? Yep, nice shot. Straight into his turret. I'm side scraping now. Even with his really good gun, he's going to have a problem trying to pen me. Oh, and I bounced off his turret and he still penned me. Okay, I think I was a bit over angled, to be absolutely fair there. So I didn't play the end game very well at all there, but you can see the fact that what's changed in this tank now is it does have speed. That extra bit of armour on the front means that you can bounce things. I've just noticed as well the enemy team contains a couple of guys from my old clan, Brit 6. Yeah, a couple of guys there. Bertie. Hi Bertie. Don't know whether he remembers me, but I used to be in that clan originally, before I moved to Havoc. So yeah, the Lowe has definitely had a good buff. It's made a big difference to it. It's now a much more competitive vehicle, and it's a joy to play. Really good fun to play. So this game's going to be a win. Just trying to finish up against the Mutts, and we'll see the end results. So there you go, an ace tanker. We got spotter, bruiser, fire for effect. Finished up top on the team on no, we were actually second on the team on base XP. The Walker Bulldog had a cracking game. Did 2,907 damage, 2 kills, 1,278 base XP. 6 guns down here, 466 damage, 1 kill, 470. And Dynamics is just had a mare. It's arty. Some days you just don't hit anything, just the way it is. I fired 15 shots, hit with 13 of them, penned with 10. Was doing well until those last Skoda shots. It was almost 1 for 1, but anyway, 3,000 damage. We took 8 hits, 6 of which penned, 2 didn't. Blocked 2,500 damage, which is pretty good. Blocked 700 damage, did assistance of 2,500. So I didn't block as much as you'd like, but I've had other games subsequently where I have blocked a hell of a lot with that extra armour. But just the mobility makes such a difference on this tank. And look at the credit, 126,907 credits. Didn't fire any premium or anything, ended up making a nice healthy profit of 114,000. Wow, very nice. And it would have been nearly 69,000 with a non-premium count. Lots of bonuses, lots of what have yous. Was a ×3 when this game was played. 7,000 experience for the crew. So yeah, really impressed with the Love. Now they've upgraded it, buffed it. Really good game. So this time I'm on Ensk. It's a tier 8 game, so we've got top tier, which is great, but it's an encounter game again, which is quite tricky when you're in a big heavy thing. It's 2 artillery, which is not ideal either, but let's see what we can do. I'm trying to get in a position where I can get this gun working without taking too much fire. So we'll get down low. That wasn't intended as a pun, honest. All the friends are running to... Oops. I'm running into people as well. No, couldn't see him anyway. Thought it was worth having a try. ELC heading down there. I'm gonna follow him down. Let's see what we can do. No, I'm not falling back. I want to kill things. Bit of damage on him. Push. Ah, side of the turret of the Super Pershing did nothing to him. Revelizo's trying to get a side angle on me. Nice shot on the... Can't get a shot on him, unfortunately. Bounced off the side of a... Push. Extra speed of this is fantastic. Finish him off, somebody else can finish him. Oh, flip, I fired. Artillery just absolutely owned me. Good job. Somebody else. I get away from that artillery because he can absolutely wreck me. 1,000 damage from artillery. Lovely. I'm going to try and confront these heavy tanks up here. Side scrape. Blocked him again. I'll get my way. Can't get a shot through there. Unfortunately, I suffered so much damage from that arty hit, that really scuppered my game a bit. But what can you do? Hopefully we should win. Move on down. Look at the speed of this thing now. So I've blocked 2000 damage, so you can see the armour is a lot better than it was. I mean, this thing would always block armour, but you can't block against the artillery, unfortunately. Their arty is still alive as well, what's really annoying. See if we can get any more shots before the game's over. We probably won't, but so mobility's still not great. He's died just as I get there. Just as I get there. So where's he going to be hiding, you reckon? Right where I thought he might be. Got him. Whoa, that was a bit lucky. He was firing at me, but it was a no-risk shot, so what the hell. So, there again, the love. I think they've definitely improved it. Loads and loads of buckets of things, good. Third class mastery only this time. Shell-proof fire for effect. And Spartan finished, what's that, third on the team on experience, top on, second top on damage. Yeah, second top on damage. So 1909 damage, 1 kill, 794 base XP. 13 shots fired, hit with 9 of them, did damage with 6 for that 1900 damage. We took 8 shots, only one of which penned us. Was that the arty? I think it was. 2280 block damage, really nice. And only 75,000 credits this time, after costs 55 roughly. Would have made, well, we did make 1191 experience. With the premium tank gives us 2,500, which is very nice indeed. So yeah, happy Christmas to us Lurv drivers, because thank you Wargaming for giving it a competitive buff. So now it is at least competitive in its own tiers. Still struggles a bit in tier 10s because, yeah, just because, but at least it's practical and better now in those proper tiers where it faces the sort of opposition you would expect to face. And hopefully I can start to rebuild my win rate in this thing. I actually quite enjoy playing it. It's just always been too slow, that extra speed. Now it does 35 kph, which is very good and keeps it up with all the other heavies, which is all you want. So anyway, hopefully this was useful. If it was, click like, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel. Put my teeth back in. I shall go back to my mulled wine and mince pies, and I wish you a happy Christmas if you're watching this on Christmas. If you're not watching it at Christmas, then I wish you a happy seasonal period, because I'm sure people will watch it over the period. So in the meantime, have fun. If you get a chance to play today, enjoy your games. Try not to take it too seriously. It is only a game, and I'll see you again soon. Gamerdom out.